and then there were none. My name is Frank Ober, and this is Week 12 of my weekly fantasy football preview. The Kansas City Chiefs finally lost their first game of the season, falling to the Buffalo Bills on the road 30-21. The Bills passed on a 43-yard field goal attempt that would have put them ahead by 5 points with a little bit over 2 minutes left in the game, but instead went for it on fourth down. The result was a 26-yard touchdown run by quarterback Josh Allen that put the Bills up by 2 scores. The Bills knew better than to give quarterback Patrick Mahomes the ball with the chance to win the game with a touchdown. Josh Allen and the Bills have shown in the past that they can beat Patrick Mahomes during the regular season. However, the playoffs have been a different story. There were 2 other key matchups in Week 11 with teams battling for first place in their respective divisions. First, the Philadelphia Eagles wore down and then ran over the Washington Commanders 26-18. The Eagles are now 2 games ahead in the loss column and own the tiebreaker. Secondly, the Pittsburgh Steelers contained the vaunted Baltimore Ravens offense and came away with an 18-16 victory. The Steelers are also now 2 games ahead in the loss column and own the tiebreaker. Tight end Taysom Hill of the New Orleans Saints, known as a human Swiss Army knife, had a remarkable game. He became the first non-running back to rush for 3 touchdowns. He ran for 138 yards, had 50 yards receiving, and passed for 18 yards. 2 other tight ends had very productive games. Jonnu Smith of the Miami Dolphins scored 2 touchdowns on 101 receiving yards, while Brock Bowers of the Las Vegas Raiders caught 13 passes for 126 yards and a touchdown. Quarterback Jared Goff of the Detroit Lions had another perfect game as he accounted for 433 total yards and threw 4 touchdown passes. Matthew Stafford of the Los Angeles Rams and rookie quarterback Bo Nix of the Denver Broncos also threw 4 touchdown passes. Joe Mixon led all running backs this week, scoring 3 touchdowns and had 153 total yards of offense. Running back Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles had another exceptional game with 198 yards of offense and 2 touchdowns. Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions led all wide receivers with 2 touchdowns and 161 receiving yards, while place kicker Chris Boswell of the Pittsburgh Steelers accounted for all their scoring and beating the Ravens by kicking 6 field goals. The Houston Texans were the top defense in Week 11 against the Dallas Cowboys. They had 5 sacks and 2 takeaways, including a fumble return for a touchdown. Multiple injuries occurred in Week 11. Players hurt include running backs Alexander Mattison and Zamir White of the Las Vegas Raiders and Raheem Mostert of the Miami Dolphins. Also injured were wide receivers Gabe Davis of the Jacksonville Jaguars, who has been ruled out for the season, and Darnell Mooney of the Atlanta Falcons, and tight ends Jake Ferguson of the Dallas Cowboys and Foster Moreau of the New Orleans Saints. Week 12 will be a challenging week as 6 teams are on a bye. The Jacksonville Jaguars, New Orleans Saints, Atlanta Falcons, Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati Bengals, and New York Jets are off. Manage your lineups accordingly. Please check out my article for more information and players to start in Week 12.